Hello guys, this is your friend Naruto Multiverse 2.0 and we are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if Naruto and Sasuke fought at the Valley of the End in Naruto 1, Part 1. And if you enjoy this fanfic then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start the fanfic. The sound of explosions could be heard for miles. Dust would be seen at great distances and the killer intent was so big that you could actually cut it with a knife. This killer intent has been present for the last couple of hours. No one knew from where it came or from whom, no one except a few people in Konoha, one of which was the fifth Hokage, Tsunade. She knew the killer intent could only come from someone filled with a hunger for power and a desire for revenge. The only person that would fill the air with so much killer intent could only be Uchiha Sasuke. The boy had run from Konoha to join Orochimaru for power to defeat his older brother which killed his entire clan except for him. Tsunade feared the outcome of the fight. She knew that Naruto might have reached Sasuke and was trying to bring him back. She also feared how the villagers would react when Naruto would return with Sasuke. She knew the kid had the power to actually bring down Sasuke. She only hoped no one would harm him when he would return to Konoha. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke were standing on the water in the Valley of the End. The entire terrain was damaged. Nothing was where it was before. The two statues that were facing each other were missing parts of their legs, and in the missing parts stood Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto was in his first stage of fox form. He had only one tail but he was strong nonetheless. Sasuke was in his second stage of the curse mark. His wings seemed like a pair of hands and his hair had grown a lot. Sasuke glared at Naruto. Why is it that you wish me so bad to return home, Dobi? Sasuke-tem, you don't understand what you are throwing away. You have everyone that loves you back in Konoha, stated Naruto, growling with anger at the cursed Uchiha. What do you mean by that? Spat Sasuke. I mean that you have someone that loves you, people that acknowledge you and most of all you would have a family. Anyone in the village would happily become the parents of the last Uchiha, responded Naruto growling at the end. He hated the fact that everyone liked the traitor and seen him as a great person. He was nothing more than a coward and a power-addicted maniac. The Uchiha let out more killing intent. You mean that pink-haired bitch? Sasuke literally spat on the ground. She is weak and a fool, and I don't need weaklings as my family. My only goal is to kill Itachi and revive my clan. Do you really think that anyone would want to be with you after becoming a missing nin? Yelled Naruto. You shut up, Dobi. You don't know how losing your family feels. Yelled back Sasuke with full rage. I don't know. You are more stupid than I am, you idiot. I can't believe I promised Sakura-chan that I would bring you back. You are not worth anyone's attention, but if that would make her happy then I will bring you back even if I die trying. Naruto yelled with tears in his eyes. Sasuke just laughed at the comment. Very well then, this shall decide everything. He started making the all too familiar hand signs and in just a second the Chidori appeared in his hand. Naruto stretched his hand to his left and the Rasengan formed. They both jumped in the air at the same time charging forward. They thrust the two attacks towards each other. The only difference was that Naruto was not aiming for the killing blow, but Sasuke was. Time stopped for a second. Baka. Go for the killing blow, or else you will die. The Kyuubi yelled in Naruto's mind. At that the boy smiled sadly inside himself. The fox was right. He aimed his attack for the killing blow. The two attacks met in air, both powerful, neither wishing to stop. A purple sphere formed around them encasing them inside. Sasuke tried to punch Naruto but the punch was parried and Naruto planted his fist in Sasuke's stomach as hard as he could. The sphere exploded throwing the boys away from each other. They both landed back from where they jumped with a loud thud. It was silent then, everything stopped, nothing moving. Then footsteps, a splash, footsteps again and then a voice. I said I will bring you back, and so I will. I would have killed you if it wasn't Sakura-chan that wanted you back. Naruto's POV, approaching Konoha. I fought with all my powers. I fought using Kyuubi's help even though I did not wish for it, but I had no choice, I must respect my Nindo. I promised Sakura-chan that I will bring back Sasuke. Now that Sasuke is unconscious and I am carrying him home, I think that things will change for the better. I can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when they see me walking with the traitor. Mission accomplished. I can almost hear Kakashi and Iruka-sensei calling for me to treat me to ramen. I can almost hear Sakura-chan calling for me and thanking me. I can almost hear the villagers' apology for what they did to me all these years. I can almost see Ba-chan smiling at me and hugging me. I don't know why, but I always loved to be hugged, it made me feel comfortable inside. But putting that aside, I cannot wait to see the look on my friends' faces when they see me carrying the traitor. I can't wait to hear what the others did in their fight with those creepy Sound 5. I know I should be worried for them, but I am very sure they are alright and are now recovering. I think I am the last one that came. Kyuubi was right when he told me that I need to go for the killing blow, because of that I managed to stop the Chidori and retaliate. I think I am very happy now, I will finally receive acknowledgement for what I do, I will no longer be called a demon. I will be known as Naruto Uzumaki. But wait, what if they think something else? What if they cherish this bastard that much that they will not acknowledge me and will yell at me? What will it be then? What will I do then? I only hope that everyone sees what I see, and that is that Sasuke is too concerned with revenge and power to ever respect Konoha. Anyway, I don't care what people will think as long as Sakura-chan will be there. I know for sure that she will not yell at me, she will be happy and she will thank me, that's all I need. Yes, that's all I need. As I approached the village gates I saw Sakura, some villagers and a few shinobi at the gates. I was carrying Sasuke on my back and smiling, of course, why wouldn't I? I finished my mission and I brought back the traitor. I was walking faster and was waiting for Sakura to cheer on me, but what happened next I was afraid of it. What have you done to Sasuke-kun? Yelled none other than Sakura-chan. You almost killed Sasuke-kun, you monster. I can't believe you. Anyo. Sakura-chan, I kept my promise. I tried to say, but she just punched me in the face and grabbed that traitor in her arms, looking with a worried face at him and throwing daggers at me. Promise. This is how you keep your promises. She yelled, and then I saw the villagers approaching. Look what he has done to the Uchiha boy. He looks dead. That demon killed the last survivor. Yelled a man who began throwing rocks at me. At his action, everyone started throwing things at me. Then, it happened. Sakura got up and started beating me. You monster. Demon. Look at what you did. She yelled, kicking me, at the same time ignoring my injuries, including the Chidori wound that Kyuubi was barely able to heal. But, Sakura-chan, I tried to talk to her with tears in my eyes. Don't you call me Sakura-chan, you monster. She yelled again and continued hitting me. Then realization hit me, I had nothing to do in this place, no one would ever acknowledge me, my friends all hate me, everyone despises me. The only ones that really care are Tsunade, Jiraiya, Kakashi-sensei, Iruka-sensei, Old Man Ichiraku and his daughter, and Konohamaru Core. Except for that, no one else, I was all alone, they all hated me. And then, the most painful thing happened. Get out of our village, demon. Yelled a man. Yeah, get lost. We don't need you. Yelled someone else. Then I saw it, and everything snapped in me. I grabbed Sakura's leg and pulled, making her fall. I got up and my rage took over. Fine, you pieces of worthless shit. I will go. You do not deserve someone like me. For years I strived to protect you and to help you, and this is all the thanks I get. So be it. I will leave and never return. I should have known that you were a waste of my time. Goodbye forever. I yelled and turned to leave, but not before I looked down. And you, Sakura, I said with as much venom in my voice as I could muster. I hope you will be happy with that traitor, you never deserved all my protection. I spat on the ground in front of her, with all the blood that was in my mouth, and I turned away and started leaving. Not interested anymore in what the villagers would say, or anyone else. Normal POV. As Naruto was walking away, a shy girl with lavender eyes overheard everything. When she saw him leave, tears started forming in her eyes. She couldn't believe that he was leaving, he couldn't leave. She would be too lonely. A great part in her wanted to follow him, in fact everything in her wanted to go and follow him. She thought of what will happen if she would leave, how everyone would react. She was afraid that she might endanger Naruto if she went. Her father would go berserk, but wait, she didn't care. Her father was a cold person that never showed any affection to anyone, especially her. What did she have to lose? Would she just stand there and lose the love of her life, or would she follow him? Everything was being processed in her mind at a fast pace, and then she decided. Everyone was already gone. She could hear people cheering. The gates were open and no guards, no one, not even Sakura. She had taken Sasuke to the hospital. Now was her chance. She started running in the direction Naruto went, hoping to catch to him soon. She activated her Byakugan and started to track him in hopes of finding him soon. In the Hokage's office, Tsunade was looking out the window. She heard cheers and a party started not too soon after that. She wondered why there was a party. Just a few minutes ago Gaara left after he and his siblings helped the rescue party. Gaara had to leave, for unknown reasons, even for Temari and Kankuro, but they let him. Just as things were going good, everything turned to bad. Shizune ran in the room. Tsunade-sama. Her voice was flooded with desperation. Tsunade turned around and looked at Shizune and motioned for her to calm down. Shizune took a deep breath and then said, "The villagers kicked Naruto out of the village." To say that Tsunade was shocked was too little. Now everything fit. Why there was a party, why everyone was cheering, they kicked the poor boy out, and they didn't even have the freaking authority. Multiple veins appeared on her head. What? She yelled so powerful that the party actually stopped and everyone now feared. What do you mean they kicked him out? Naruto brought Sasuke back and Sakura. I don't know what she did, but from what I heard from a chunin that was there, she started beating Naruto for hurting Sasuke, and then someone yelled for him to leave the village and he left. Then Tsunade exploded. Sakura. She turned and stormed out of the office towards the hospital to get all the answers she wanted. With Naruto. The blonde boy was standing in a clearing, leaned on a tree. He was ripping his jacket to use it as bandages for his wounds. He was still shocked from what had happened and tears were still running down his face, though he didn't let out any sob. He was hoping that he was wrong when he assumed that they would do that, but even his hopes that Sakura would cheer on him faded the minute she called him a monster and a demon. He wiped away the tears. "I just knew this would happen," said a familiar voice in Naruto's head. "I still can't believe what happened. What am I going to do now?" asked Naruto, concerned. "From what I see, there is no ways. You should return to that place. Go to Suna. I bet that boy Gaara would be happy to take you in," responded Kyuubi, comforting Naruto and trying to make sure he would never return to Konoha again. Naruto thought of what the fox said for a second and then nodded. He would go to Suna and see Gaara. He was sure that he would accept him and there won't be any problems there. He smiled sadly and got up. Starting to walk away, he felt someone was near, or watching him. Did they already send Hunter Nins after me? He asked himself. "Hey, come out. Show yourself," he said. He was getting ready to attack whoever came, but he stopped and was amazed to see who it was. The young girl with short, dark purple hair. Hinata. Naruto-kun, she said as tears were running down her cheeks. Before Naruto could say anything, she ran towards him and jumped on him. She placed her head on his chest and started to cry. I'm so sorry, she said while crying. Naruto just stood there shocked. Never in a million years would he have thought that Hinata would come and try to find him. He expected a teacher or an Anbu, but not Hinata. "What are you sorry for?" asked Naruto. You were kicked out of the V village, and you didn't do anything wrong," she said while sobbing. "Yeah, I know, I hurt their precious Sasuke," spat Naruto. Hinata held him stronger in the embrace. Naruto-kun, where will you go?" "Suna," responded Naruto. "I will try find Gaara. I'm sure people will be happy to have me there." Hinata raised her head and looked in the boy's eyes. She was lost in their grace. She blushed slightly and then blinked. Naruto-kun, can I come with you? She asked, stuttering. Naruto was shocked. Why did she want to go with him? Wasn't she afraid of him? He looked in her eyes to try and find an answer. He was amazed to see they were filled with concern and caring, almost. Why is she looking at me with so much love? He pondered. He tried to answer something but nothing came out, then finally something did. But what about your family? Why come with me? He finally asked. Hinata saw that now he was concerned for her. I want to come with you. I am never accepted by father, and because I want to go with you because I feel safer with you. And because I love you. She thought to herself. Naruto was thinking, indeed she had a hard life in Konoha, but she was the heir to the Hyuga clan, she had duties to fulfill. He tried to convince her to return but she didn't want to. But I will go on a dangerous trip. I don't care as long as I am with you, she said, blushing and burying her face in his chest. But if something happens to you, please. She begged him, tears forming in her eyes. I don't want to go back as well, please, I want to come with you, she said, and Naruto was amazed she didn't stutter not once. He smiled. Somehow he knew that if she came with him he would be happier. He hugged her tight. Hinata was speechless and after a moment of silence he spoke again. All right, Hinata-chan, you can come with me. I promise I will protect you on the way, and if you are coming with me I will teach you some jutsu. Wait a second, Hinata-chan. Well, I guess it sounds good. What the hell, I will call her with Chan from now on. I don't think she would mind. And as he expected, his didn't mind. He could feel her smile on his chest. Little did he know that she was even blushing at the same time. He called me Hinata-chan, I can't believe it, she thought. They left the spot after 5 minutes walking close to each other. Hinata took care of Naruto. She gave him some of her ointment and bandaged some wounds that were still open with some bandages she had on her. Naruto was really happy. He found that there is someone else that cares for him. Someone his age, in fact. His worries disappeared that day, and his happiness came back. He was more happy when Hinata congratulated him on the well-done mission. He didn't care it was only one person, he was happy someone congratulated him, but not only that, it seemed like Hinata became a little bold and kissed him on the cheek. He blushed and turned his head to hide the blush while Hinata turned her head in another direction to hide her own blush. It was morning. I just woke up and feeling really happy. But somehow I knew that it will change soon. It's always like this. Always father will say something or will do something to ruin my day, but there is someone always there to comfort me. Every time when I had problems there was Naruto-kun that helped me and comforted me. I was always grateful for that. I don't know what I would do if he would vanish. I got out of the bed and did my usual routines, took a shower and brushed my teeth, then I got dressed and went to eat something. When I arrived in the dining room I saw my sister Hanabi and father already there eating, but I didn't see Neji. He was always there, and something felt wrong the moment he wasn't there. Ever since Naruto-kun beat Neji in the Chunin exam he has changed towards me. He is the only one that offers comfort from the family. Even my sister is a spoiled brat that doesn't help me, just walks by and ignores me. Whenever Naruto-kun was on missions and I had problem with father, Neji would always be there to help me. Like Naruto-kun, he turned into the cousin that I always wanted. In secret he would always support me and train me. I am grateful to that and to Naruto-kun for changing him and for bringing back my old cousin, the loving one. I took a seat and started eating. I tried to ignore the fact that Neji wasn't there, but after I was done I just had to ask to know. After all, he is my cousin and he cares about me. Father. I asked, stuttering like always. What do you want, Hinata? He asked me with his usual cold voice, always the same voice. Anyo. Where is Neji-san? Your cousin went on a rescue mission a few hours ago. He went to save the Uchiha boy from Orochimaru. And he said with so much pride that you could think that Neji went alone. Anyo. Did he go alone? No. He responded with a cold voice. I could feel that he wanted Neji to go alone because he thought that my cousin would only be held back. My father thought that the Hyugas were invincible, he didn't care about anyone else. We went with the Nara boy, Akamichi boy, Inuzuka and, he took a pause like he would be disgusted by something. And with the Uzumaki boy. He finished with the coldest voice I ever heard. Why was he so mean to Naruto-kun? It's not like he would have done something. And when did they'll leave? I asked. And what's so wrong about Naruto? When I asked the last question I regretted it. Father exploded. He looked at me with daggers in his eyes and started yelling at me about who knows what, just insults like always. But then he saw that I wasn't paying attention and he actually did it. He hit me and told me to leave. With tears in my eyes I ran out of the dining room but not towards my room, I went towards the gates to wait for Naruto-kun to come. As I waited my pain slowly faded and all I wanted was to wait and hope that Naruto-kun comes back safe, because in all the time I waited everyone slowly returned. Choji came back looking very skinny and was almost dead because of that. Kiba was injured really bad and Akamaru was unconscious. Neji had a hole in him and was taken in emergency to try and keep him alive.